Hi, my name is Simra, and this is my TED Final. Recently, we watched a TED Talk titled What It's Like to Be a Muslim in America. I really found this talk interesting. The part that I really enjoyed about her talk was her subtle part referencing the effect of Islamophobia on this whole other scale. The effect of Islamophobia on our democracy, on our government. One thing she said that struck me was when she stated, when you look at when anti-Muslim sentiment spiked between 2001 and 2013, it happened 3 times. But it wasn't around terrorist attacks. It was in the run-up to the Iraq War and during 2 election cycles. So Islamophobia can be used as a tool of public manipulation, eroding the very foundation of a free society, which is rational and well-informed citizens. This statement is so important to me. This idea that she states how fake and false news dissipates all the logic and rationalism people have and just forces them into this completely irrational state of fear and blame. This was my TED Talk. My talk came from several experiences, and it all came back to the idea that we need to take a look at our democracy and just see where the weak points are. Because if someone can use the idea of fear of a religion or fear of a race and then gain support for the people based on false, exaggerated claims and then win an election, there's something wrong. My talk came purely from the fact that I saw a better future for the American democracy, and it won't occur if we don't discuss. Normally, we just accept, but we need to challenge the people who say and support these false things so that their actions and their words don't become a social norm. I wanted to educate people about the truth. I wanted to show the facts. My religion had a large part in this. Dahlia Mogahead's hope for a better future in regards to Islamophobia is something that I share too. I haven't personally felt like I was attacked because of my religion until this past election cycle. I want to go back to the statement she said earlier about anti-Muslim sentiment spiking during 2 election cycles, and going off of that, I believe that once again it spiked during our 2016 election cycle. Why is Islamophobia something people can get behind? Because people don't know the truth. They don't talk with people who know what they're talking about. They don't talk to the scholars of the religion. They talk with those who share the same false beliefs. But Dahlia Mogahead stated, but how does Islamophobia impact ordinary Americans? How does it impact everyone else? How does consuming fear 24 hours a day affect the health of our democracy, the health of our free thought? When there is someone out there not at all afraid of the consequences of what they're saying, they become a spokesperson for it. Once the public sees that there are no consequences to those who have the same false beliefs, then it becomes a consensus. A wrong and uneducated consensus, but it is a consensus of afraid people who will believe someone who is not afraid. What people don't understand is that once it becomes okay to believe these things, that it's okay to hate, there's so much fear. When someone like Donald Trump, who excessively targets groups, gets elected, hate crimes increase. According to the report by Think Progress, New York had the highest amount of hate crimes with 33 since November 9th. California followed with 27, Texas with 25, and Florida with 18. The report also found that the incidents targeted Jewish people in Latinx. I want to recount an experience I had at Donald Trump's inauguration. As we were walking to the Capitol building, we saw a clearing in the crowd. There was this group of people who were holding these signs, and these signs were incredibly offensive to my religion. As people went up to tell them to put them down, this man would yell into the megaphone, "You don't like it? Walk away. We are expressing our freedom of speech." Honestly, that day I had never felt more out of place. In the crowd at the inauguration, it was majority white people. The entire inauguration had this huge emphasis on Christianity. All the religious leaders that spoke were Christian, preaching the faith of Christianity. For me, it didn't feel like I was a part of this. I didn't feel like I was a citizen of the United States. I just felt like an outsider. Following this, I attended the Women's March. I can't emphasize the change I felt. There was so much Muslim female representation, I couldn't believe it. For the past year, all I heard was someone bashing the name of my religion, and then that day the day of the Women's March, my religion was the one being defended. There were Muslim women from all backgrounds, Arabian, Black, Pakistani. Even more so, there were women in general from all backgrounds, from all religions, from all races. For me, that was a brand new experience. And the official posters for the Women's March were 3 women, a Latina, a Black woman, and a hijab-wearing Muslim. The tagline for the posters was perfect. We, the people, are greater than fear. All of these experiences cultivated my TED Talk of how there are problems within our democracy and we cannot ignore them. We must address them and we must work towards reform, because if we don't address these issues, then there will never be a change. We, as the American people who control who our leader is, have a duty to make sure that no one race, no one religion, or anyone can be discriminated for who they are and what they believe. We have a duty to educate and work towards an environment where leaders are not built off of fake news and fake claims. We must be brave, and as Moga had said, not give in to the toxic air of fear, because fear is powerful and dangerous. We must be aware of its effects and it can have, and as FDR stated, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Thank you.